Welcome back, students. Today we will understand the events that led to the Bhopal industrial disaster, and we will ask questions like why did the Union Carbide set up its plant in India? One reason why the foreign companies come to India is for cheap labor. Wages that the company pay to the workers in USA, rich countries like USA, are far higher than what they have to pay to workers in the poorer countries like India. And for lower wages, they can get long hours of work. Also, additional expenses such as for housing facilities, medical insurance for the workers are also fewer in India. And thus, the companies can save the cost and earn higher profits. This is called cost cutting. Cost cutting can also be done by other more dangerous ways, like paying lower wages to the workers, lower working conditions, including low safety measures, are ways of cost cutting. In the Union Carbide plant, Union Carbide was the name of the pesticide factory that was set up in Bhopal. Every safety device was malfunctioning, or it was short in supplies. Between the 1980 and 1984, the workers were reduced to half. Where there were supposed to be 12 workers, only 6 workers were working. The period of safety training for the workers was also brought down from 6 months to only 15 days. And the post of the night shift worker for the MIC plant was also abolished. MIC is short for methane isocyanate, the poisonous gas that leaked from the plant. If we compare this to West Virginia, USA, where the main plant of Union Carbide is there, the computerized warning system and monitoring systems were in place. Whereas in Bhopal, the UC plant relied on manual gauges and human senses to detect the gas leaks. At West Virginia, the emergency evacuation plans were also in place, but they were non-existent in Bhopal. Why are there such sharp differences in the safety standards across the countries? And even after the disaster happened, what was the compensation that was paid to the victims, and why was it so low? The answer to this question lies in the worth of an Indian worker's life. How the life of the worth of an Indian worker is perceived. One worker here can easily replace another, since there is so much of unemployment and there are many workers who are willing to work in unsafe conditions in return for a low wage. Making use of the workers' vulnerability and taking undue advantage of this, the employers, they ignore the safety in the workplaces. And so, even after so many years of the Bhopal gas tragedy, there are regular reports of accidents in the construction sites, mines, factories, due to the callous attitude of the employers. As the lawmaker and enforcer of the law, the government is supposed to ensure that the safety laws are implemented. It is also the duty of the government only to ensure that the right to life under Article 21 of the Constitution is not violated. So what was the government doing when there was such blatant violation of safety standards in the Union Carbide plant? First, the safety laws were lax in India. Second, even these weak safety laws were not enforced. The government officials refused to recognize the plant as hazardous, and they allowed it to come up in a populated locality. When some municipal officials in Bhopal objected to the installation of this production unit in 1978, the position of the government was that the state needs to continue investment of the Bhopal plant. The continued investment of this plant would provide jobs to people. According to them, it was unthinkable to shift it to cleaner technology or safer procedures. The inspectors also continued to approve the procedures in the plant even after repeated incidents of gas leak from the plant. This was making obvious to everybody that things were seriously wrong. We find all this contrary to what actually the role of a lawmaking and enforcement agency should be. Instead of protecting the interest of the people, their safety was being disregarded by both the government and the private companies. This is obviously not at all desirable. With more and more industries being set up by both local and foreign businesses in India, there is a great need for stronger laws protecting workers' rights and the better enforcement of these laws.